Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining me for Brian's Post Game Sports Live. Well, as you could tell by the subheading in the description, the Los Angeles Lakers beat the Brooklyn Nets 116 to 99. The Lakers won by 17 points. Just in case you missed the first, second, third, and fourth, here's what happened. In the first quarter, the Lakers led 35 to 30. The Lakers had a 5-point lead. In the second quarter, the Brooklyn Nets led 29 to 26. The Brooklyn Nets had a 3-point lead. In the third quarter, it was 25 to 24. Brooklyn Nets had a 1-point lead. Then in the fourth quarter, it was 34 to 15. The Lakers led by 19 points, which led to the 116 to 99-point victory for the Lakers. Here are the leading scorers from the Lakers. Here's the leading scorer from the Brooklyn Nets. Jay Nurin had 18. Jay had 18 points, 6 of 12 from field goal, and 2 of 4 from the free throw line. Leading rebounder Nick Claxton has 7 rebounds, 4 defensive rebounds, and 3 offensive rebounds. And he led 7. They had 7 assists to 6 turnovers. The Los Angeles Lakers. The leading scorer was Luka Doncic. He had 41 points, 5 of 25 from the field, 6 of 6 from the free throw line. Austin Reeves, leading rebounder, had 8 rebounds, 8 defensive rebounds. In assists, LeBron James had 8 assists and 1 turnover. Here's some of the team stats from the game. From field goal, the Brooklyn Nets were 40 of 96 from field goal. Field goal from the Lakers, they were 38 and 70. Field goal percentage, the Brooklyn Nets were 41.7 from field goal percentage. Lakers, from field goal percentage from the Lakers, they were 54.3. From three-point range, the Brooklyn Nets were 10 of 39 from three-point range. The Lakers from three-point range were 11 of 25. Three-point percentage, the Brooklyn Nets were 25.6 in three-point percentage. Three-point percentage from the Lakers, they were 44.0. From the free throw line, the Brooklyn Nets were 9 of 17, so they shot less than the Lakers. From the free throw line, the Lakers were 29 of 42. Lakers had more free throws. Free throw percentage, the Brooklyn Nets were 60.0 from free throw percentage. Lakers had a higher free throw percentage. They were 69.0. Total rebounds, the Brooklyn Nets had less rebounds than the Lakers. The Brooklyn Nets in total rebounds had 39. Total rebounds from the Lakers, they have 48 total rebounds. Offensive rebounds, the Brooklyn Nets, yes, they have more rebounds than the Lakers. The Brooklyn Nets have more rebounds than the Lakers. The Brooklyn Nets had 12 offensive rebounds, more than the Lakers. The Lakers in offensive rebounds only had 6. Defensive rebounds, the Lakers had more defensive rebounds than the Brooklyn Nets. The Brooklyn Nets had less. The Brooklyn Nets had 27 defensive rebounds. The Lakers had 42. Assists, the Brooklyn Nets had more assists than the Lakers. Yes, Lakers fans, there were categories that the Brooklyn Nets led more than the Lakers. In assists, the Brooklyn Nets had 24 assists. The Lakers had 18 assists. Blocks, the Lakers did have more blocks than the Brooklyn Nets. Brooklyn Nets only had 2 blocks. The Lakers had 9. Steals, the Brooklyn Nets had more steals than the Lakers. Brooklyn Nets had 11 steals. The Lakers had 9. Turnovers, the Lakers had 1 less turnover than the Brooklyn Nets. The Brooklyn Nets had 14 turnovers. The Lakers had 13. Points off for turnovers. Now the Brooklyn Nets had less points in fast break than the Lakers, or had more. Brooklyn Nets had less fast break points off for turnovers than the Lakers. Brooklyn Nets had 16 points off for turnovers. The Lakers had 19 off for turnovers. Fast break points, both having 8 each. So both teams had 8 each. Points in the paint. Brooklyn Nets had more points in the paint than the Lakers. The Brooklyn Nets have 50 points in the paint. The Lakers have 44 points in the paint. Points per possession. The Brooklyn Nets had more points per possession than the Lakers. Brooklyn Nets had 0.95 points per possession. The Lakers have 1.19, so they have more points per possession than the Brooklyn Nets. Personal fouls. The Lakers had less personal fouls than the Brooklyn Nets. The Brooklyn Nets had 28 personal fouls. The Lakers had 16. Lead changes. The Lakers had more lead changes than the Brooklyn Nets. Brooklyn Nets only have 5 lead changes. The Lakers have 17. So with that win, the Lakers, with that win, the Lakers are 48-26, still third in the West. The Brooklyn Nets are 17. Brooklyn Nets are 17-57. They're in 14th place in the East. So as we see the standings here, the Brooklyn Nets are one place up ahead of the Indiana Pacers. The Indiana Pacers have the worst record in the East, being 16-58. Brooklyn Nets are 17-57, so they have one more win than the Indiana Pacers. Of course, on top of the East, Detroit's on top, 54-20. The Celtics are in second place, 49-24. The New York Knicks are in third, 48-26. The Cleveland Cavaliers are in fourth, 46-28. Now we're going over to the West. The Lakers are in third place. They're 48-26. Second is the Spurs. They are 56-18, and the Thunder are 58-16. But the Lakers have to be careful because the Denver Nuggets are right behind them with a record of 47-28. So they only need one more win to tie it with the Lakers. And the Timberwolves are not far behind in fifth place, 45-29. The Rockets, 44-29. The Suns, 40-33. The Clippers, 38-26. Suns are in seventh. The Clippers are in eighth. Ninth is the Trailblazers, 37-28, and 10th is the Golden State Warriors. They are in 10th place, 36-38. So by the standings, it goes to show that if the Lakers keep it up at this rate, who knows where they can go in the playoffs. Now, I'm not saying that they will go and they will win the championship. I'm not saying that, but they're playing championship-like basketball. Whatever JJ Redick is doing, it is working. I went over my time, so I appreciate you guys for listening to Brian's Post Game or watching Brian's Post Game Sports Live. If you enjoyed this video, please give this video a thumbs up. Until we meet again next time, bye.